So I just want to go ahead and warn you before this series really starts, because obviously last episode was just some explanations. I want to warn you real quickly at the very beginning of this series. The videos you are about to watch have very crappy voice quality. Now, the reason being for this crappy voice quality, especially compared to what you hear now, sure, it may not be the best now, but it's a lot better than it will be throughout what I have left of the series. The reason it's so bad is because I've been messing around with different locations for my mic compared to where my face is, and volumes for the microphone. So what I had figured I could do in order to sound like I'm right there, but try to get rid of some of the extra chatter, I moved it really close to my mouth and then turned the volume way down. Now, of course, anyone who's recorded before probably knows that that's not the best idea. I didn't, but I learned. Now I've got it at a proper position, and I learned in order for you to hear me, I turn the microphone up. So now you can hear me correctly, and the audio actually sounds fairly decent. So just bear with me throughout this series. It will get better, I promise. May not get better to like a professional standard, but it will get better. So just bear with me and on to your program. So just for clarification real quickly, in the last video, when I had said all this crazy stuff over my inventory, it's not because it was actually crazy stuff. It was really just a phrase to fill a gap where I didn't want to put any words. Really just because I didn't feel like spending time going over every individual item or an individual group of items, stating where they came from or what they are or whatnot. Obviously, anyone who's played Minecraft knows what the heck ender pearls are, and they know what the heck a chestplate is. I just didn't feel like stating what everything is. Crazy stuff just kind of fills it up. How I managed to collect all of this gear. Because, I mean, I don't have a lot of gear. The way that I got all this stuff was the armor, this golem armor, which barely even works to begin with. It's really bugged. I grinded for that, and you're going to see me. I believe I get that stuff in the videos that you're about to watch. I get that stuff grinding out in the videos that you're going to watch, whether you see me get it or not. I actually did get a golem sword, this thing right here. The golem sword does actually work, as you can see. This legendary aspect of the end, that just simply teleports around, but I did not grind for that. In fact, that is part of the air quotes crazy stuff that I have. It's crazy to me because I am not even close to a point where I could get it for myself, which is why I really want to update you guys on how I got everything I have. Because if it was just the armor and some basic ender pearls and stuff like that, not that big a deal, just pick up from where I am. The reason I'm updating you guys on how I have everything that I have is because of this, the aspect of the end, picking up his 2000, stuff that I shouldn't necessarily have this early in the game. Of course, it's early in the game for me. The way that I got it was, well, I didn't get it. The way that I received it was, oh, watch me forget how to spell. This guy, Ghostbeam50. He logs in. I don't know when. All I know is he popped up behind me, sent me a trade request, which a lot of people have been doing. Whenever I'm in the mines just mining away, people will just run up to me and send me a trade request, and I'm like, okay. So I click on it to see what they offer, and most of the time it's a pet or some trash gear. Well, he offered me this. Now, I'm not going to say no to that because that is really far ahead of where I currently am in the game. I snatched that right up. I said thank you and I went on my merry way, or so I thought. He sent me a friend request and a party invite. I accepted both because I'm not about to turn down a guy who just gave me something that cool. He starts asking me what I want, and I'm confused. So he just keeps saying, tell me what you want and I'll give it to you. A whole bunch of conversation goes back and forth. I'm not going to try to state it all here and now because I don't remember all of it. This was a couple of months ago for me. I'm not going to try to state everything that happened. I'm just going to say what basics I can remember. He had just been asking me what all I want. I didn't really want to tell him because I didn't want him to accidentally give me a golem sword. when that was what I was currently working hard for. I had just a few stacks of iron away from getting the golem sword when he had done all of this. So I just said some basic stuff to him like gear and whatnot. I already had the golem armor, so he didn't have to give me any armor. What he did give me was this. Not that I worked for that. Pick a Nimbus, the Hurricane Bow, which used to be really good when it had a. There was an enchant you could throw on these where it would home all the arrows to one target within 10 blocks of it, so I could launch 5 arrows out of this. They would all go to one target and just wipe it out. He also gave me the grappling hook. The other stuff he gave me is back at my island. Let me go there real quick. It's in this chest here, I believe. Um, no, that's stuff I worked hard for. There we go. He gave me the fabled aspect of the dragons, which I need combat skill 18. As of currently, I'm almost to 18. Very, very, very close. That was what nearly half of the series actually was. It was just me recording my grinding to get to a point where I could get to 18. My last achievement was 17, and then I stopped recording and went on a couple of week break from YouTube. But yeah, I'm very close to 18 right now. So, oh, well, oops. So I am very close to being able to use this, and then he gave me everything else except for the redstone in this chest. So, I mean, he basically told me, here you go, here's some stuff, build your island out with it. Now, I am going to go ahead and build my island here once I've gotten to 18 and I can start using this. Because this and this are fairly low level for where I am. So yeah, once I get to 18, I will go ahead and start building this out, start building a pretty island out of it, whatever. As for right now, right, there we go. So as of right now, all I'm doing is I'm over there in the Ender area, grinding out Endermen until I can hit 18. Once I hit 18, I'll start, of course, building my island out. One thing I did discover whilst grinding out the Endermen is that one full inventory of Ender Pearls, Ender Armor, everything that you get from grinding Endermen, once you get a full inventory of it and you do the enchanted ender pearls so you can pack them down, you have more room, you can come over here and sell it for around 150 grand, 150 purse, which is not, what the, okay then, it's not half bad, it's not the best way to make money, but it's not half bad. So, these next couple of episodes are just going to be me grinding out for this gear, and then I basically run out of video, and you'll catch up to where I am now.